Well, in today's video, we're going to find the best way to make millions of dollars from, well, farming a small plot of land. Our fish farm actually has been rather successful if you've been following along. I mean, we're making roughly $100,000 every month and a half or so. But this little sliver of land alongside the creek is all I've got to farm. Now, I could go ahead and put some farmlands here, but that just seems kind of, well, futile, really, doesn't it? And I'm trying to find a way to make more money quicker than I ever have before because, well, fields such as this, well, they're going for way more than I could ever afford right now. Holy, $627,000. So my goal is going to be to find better ways to, well, work our tiny piece of land here and make this, we'll make more money than ever before. And to be perfectly honest, I've got an idea. Okay, to be honest, we have tried this idea in the past, and it took one of you reminding me in the comments that that was an option, so let's go with it. That's right, we're drilling for oil, baby. Oil it is, and well, looks like we've got some out in our area here. You can see, yeah, there's definitely oil here. Don't worry about it. Anyways, we're putting some oil derricks down, oil pumps, pump jacks. We're putting some pump jacks down, and I think I've got just enough money to pull this off. So I've got 170,000 bucks from our fish farm. We're gonna slap down. We're gonna keep this simple to start with. I'm going to put down nice and close in the corner here. Try to find a spot where we could put our pump jack kind of right in about there. Cool. First pump jack is in place. Now, unfortunately, we're going to need some things to get this thing operational. There's a few, well, one thing. One thing I'm going to need to buy, they've got, well, barrels. I need to get some barrels. So let's head to town and we'll get some barrels and get this thing operational. Now I know what you're saying, Klutch. You can just wait and like take your time with the fish farm. That's going to give you enough, right? You're not wrong. You are 100% accurate. It will eventually feed us enough cash. But I mean, 600, you saw the price is 600 grand. It's going to take me probably after the time we buy all the fish food, about a year to make that. And I think we could do better. I think we could do better. And I'm really hoping, well, maybe this will do it. Just don't tell Greta, please. Please, nobody talk to Greta for me, please.
How dare you?
I'm starting to feel like the anti-environment farmer, to be honest with you. I mean, we're driving around the old 64 Ford. We've got a bunch of old equipment. We're fishing out that creek. Now we're into oil. Hey, what can I say? Money's money sometimes. Oh man, I was worried they were going to charge me a bunch for these barrels, but 20 bucks? Should I finance that? I mean, can I? I can't finance it. That'd be hilarious. Finance these barrels. All right, all loaded up. I don't even know how many barrels I got. I bought too many. We'll come maybe grab these later on. I got some fish food too I was planning on taking back, but I think we're overloaded as is, to be honest. This truck does not handle great with any kind of a load on the back of it, as we've already... Hey, easy, don't fall over on me just sitting here. All right, so we're going to take this pretty easy on the way home. We're just going to very, very gentle all the way back home. Like, you can see, I think the suspension might be a little shot. I think she needs some new shocks. The springs seem pretty springy, but the suspension, okay, maybe the spring's not so good either. She just kind of leans over when I turn. Out of the way, dear. Out of the way. Let's go home. Oh, I missed my turn. Hit the brakes. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's back it on up. We're okay. There's not much traffic out here in the middle of nowhere, so not too worried. It is a little dangerous, though. You know, you're on the bottom of a hillside here. In we go. All right, in for our mile drive into the creek, into the farm. Oh boy, this is the rough part, though. We'll see how she does because it's a little high. I mean, we've done this trip with fish, but these empty barrels seem heavier than they should be. Like the fish totes, you'd think that those would be heavier than empty barrels. That brings me to my next problem, I guess, is going to be how am I going to get these out of here once I fill them up? That sounds like a problem for, well, tomorrow, Klutch. Yeah, we're going to beat the snot out of this old Ford. I'm sorry, guys. This has been a good truck, but it's going to be a while before we can get something that's going to be, well, replacing it for all the work I'm doing. Why is that, like, elk following me? It's got a couple buddies there with him, too. I don't know what's going on, but they followed me all the way down. Huh. All right. Not my field. I'm not worried. We're almost home. All right. We should be good. I just need to load these up and get these prepped. And we can fire up the pump jack here. I think this is all it'll take in theory. And yeah, we should be, well, producing some crude oil at least, which will hopefully will hopefully pay for this. I mean, $100,000, not terrible by any means. I got the fish farm that's still producing fish. I got a new tote right over there that's already been dredged out. We'll stick that in the warehouse for now, but we'll see what this does, guys. Let me unload this thing. Not really an elegant way of doing this, is there? Just kind of give them a shove off. Perfect. Take that. Just shove these big old canisters off. Nice. All right, a couple more. And I think... Oh, we got one that fell into the truck here. Let me just stick this in there. Maybe you want to be up here? There we go. Okay, there we go. We did it. Cool. All right, I think we're ready to fire this up and see if we can start getting some oil. Actually, I'm surprised. We've got enough for, what, 6,000 liters? Is that right? I don't even know. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Let's activate this. Pump jack activated. Let's start making some oil. Let's make some money off this thing. $480 a month? Okay, I think that's reasonable. I don't know. We've already got our first liter of oil, though. That's a good sign. Look at that. Perfect. All right, so I'm not even sure what's going to be the best way for us going forward with that. Of course, crude oil is not exactly an easy commodity to sell. We're going to get barrels of oil. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what my options are with that. I've still got to go. I might go into town and figure out what we're going to do with it once we pull that off. There is something else I might have to figure out with that going forward, but we're going to let that build for the time being. I think maybe for the month we'll let that go. Maybe come September we'll figure out exactly what our other options will be. I'm just going to keep on stocking our fish here. Maybe I'll head over and go grab some more of those barrels, that fish food. That's going to be something I might as well go grab while we have it. I do have $70,000 still in the bank account, as you guys can see, so that'll keep us going for a bit here. And on top of that, I mean, we're already starting to stockpile a bunch of fish in the warehouse. That's always good to see as well, right? Like, these are already starting to stack up. Probably another $100,000 of fish we could sell off if I needed to. I'm trying to hold on to it. Like I said, that is the goal of the warehouse, is to wait until it's worth the most, but that was last month, so it's going to be a bit. So I had plans to actually work on this later today. Unfortunately, rain is pounding us down, so I don't really feel like being out there. I don't need to be out there. The fish farms are working out all right, and yeah, the totes will just kind of build up, and the oil's flowing. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a bunch of oil to go sell off. I don't know yet. We'll see what we make off this. Hopefully this is worthwhile. Perfect. Waited for the night to go past, and she's a beauty of a day. Nice September. Nice start of fall. I like this. This is great. Let's go take care of all of our operations here and see how we're doing. I spent about $4,000, $5,000 overnight. So yeah, we got to go check on things. All right. So minnows. Yeah, we've got plenty of the minnows being, yeah, we got lots of these guys right now. That's perfect. It seems to be keeping up just barely. I think 6 to 1 seems to be the ideal number, if you were wondering. So six lakes to 1 spawning tent, I think, is good enough. I mean, looking inside our warehouse, you can see we've got a number of pods already filled up. So we're gonna stick. I got a bunch more we got to go put in there. We got at least 6 of them, maybe even 7 or 8. I think there's some of them doubled up. I can't tell. But more importantly, the project I've been working on, of course, the oil well. It did everything I could possibly ask it to do. In fact, well, it went through all those barrels. We filled this thing right full of barrels yesterday, and it went through all of them. So, it fills those barrels up in half a day. I don't know how it ever managed to get 150,000 liters. I'd never be able to fill that up. That's ridiculous. So I need more barrels. That's going to be on the agenda for September, of course. I need to restock the fish, get everything into the warehouse, and I need to figure out if it's worthwhile to sell those barrels as is. Yeah, let's take that. Let's do that first. So for the most part, like I said, the fish ponds are stocked still. I'm going to need to put some minnows in some of the ponds pretty quickly here. They're running a little low if I want to keep that operation rolling, but that's not my big concern right now. I want to see what the oil is going to do, to be honest. That's my number one concern is, what are we making off the oil? I'm going to take, let's go with 2, maybe 4, we'll see. I don't know. I'll load this truck up with a bunch of oil, and we're going to go see if we can sell this stuff off. Hack into the old John Deere. Let's go. Yep. Gonna load this back up. Like I said, not the best way. I'm trying to save some money. I know a lot of you guys were asking, like, hey, why don't you pick up a skid steer? You can use it inside the warehouse, lower roof, and I'm considering that, to be honest with you. I think that could be a beneficial purchase for us. Let's go on the far side here. We'll grab them the hard way. Shrink those in, and we'll grab each of these pallets the long ways instead. Perfect. Oh, a little off balance. It doesn't like to grab them that way, that's for sure. Might just be the forks on this particular forklift. I don't know. It's good thing this thing was cheap, because it's not great. Definitely not great. Let's see if I can load up one right like that. Give it a little shove in there. Perfect. And we should be able to leave it right there. Nice. All right, I'll grab a couple more of these guys. All right, I've got 6 pallets loaded up. We'll see what we get out of this. Yeah, I'm not even sure. It made it fairly quickly though. That's nice to see we're getting that much oil that quick. But is this worthwhile? I gotta go buy a bunch more oil cans as well, or oil built drums. Oil drums. That's the word. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that'll hold. Yeah, it seems like that oil well is pretty. It's definitely got a decent reservoir down there somewhere, and we're gonna put quite a bit of crude oil off of it. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a pain that I have to get all these barrels. So that's something I have to consider, right? Like, I need a ton of those barrels. I need a better way to transport those. Unfortunately, I was sitting here telling you guys how the Ford's going to get a workout. It's way worse than I thought it was going to be coming back and forth down this road. If I'm going to have to load up that thing twice a day with a full load of barrels, that's going to take me for freaking ever, man. So I might have to find another solution for that. I need like a big old cargo trailer. That's really what I need. I think maybe we should find a way to do that, but where's that money going to come from yet? I haven't decided. Like, we want to focus on that, or I still want rather get a big farm going rather than, oh boy, focus on the oil. I mean, the oil is just supposed to be the stopgap, and here now I'm starting to talk like I need to push it harder somehow. This is supposed to be the way I get to build a farm, not the way I get to build more oil stuff. I don't know. So I have no idea what they're going to do with this crude oil, if they're going to ship it off or whatever it is. I just drop it off here, and that's all there is to it. So I guess they've got a system set up for it. You got me, guys. Anyways, regardless of which, let's get rid of this crude oil, and we'll make a bit of a profit, shall we? So I have no clue where the oil goes from here, this crude oil. This is just a delivery spot, basically, where it's taken by truck out and refined, I suppose. That's out of my control right now. So yeah, we just come out, deliver it off, and it's gone after that. That's all I can tell you guys. Anyways, we'll drop this off around the back here, and yeah, we'll see how much money do we make off of this. Is it worthwhile? 1,200 bucks. $1,200 for 6? Huh. Am I the only one that was expecting a little bit more from that? No? That's just me? Alright. Well, we're gonna sell some more oil then. I mean, I don't know, 1,200 bucks. So maybe this is $1,500 worth of oil. Now I got 8 of these pallets. I'm a little disappointed, you guys. I was hoping for big paydays. I was hoping for some big money, and unfortunately, 1,800 bucks. Yep, that's like one fish pallet. Not even. What is one fish pallet? Let me take a look. Yeah, I've been selling the fish for 4,000 bucks per pallet, basically, over at the supermarket. That's crazy. I mean, I guess oil is all about volume. Man, and there we go, open for an easy buck, and here I am on the road every single day trying to drive barrels back and forth. All right, just to kind of, well, prove a point and to get me back over $70,000, let's sell off some fish. I'm not going to go to the supermarket. I think the restaurant actually has better prices right now. They're looking for a tote of fish, so let's go there. Now, it is the fine dining restaurant, so one tote should be enough for them for now. Or the plow, that's right. You would think they would have, I guess they could have fish there. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never been in there. Let's see. Let's drop the fish off and get paid and see what we get out of this. But like I said, I can't believe how little we're making off our oil plans are kind of faltering right now. $100 for one tote of fish. Come on. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys know how I am. When I fail at something, when something doesn't quite work right, I tend to double down at it. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So like I said, it's time for plan B. This oil, man, it really is, it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. 70 grand I spent for the oil rig, the pump jack itself, and brutal. Not making any money off. I mean, what, 2 grand off this oil so far? I mean, okay, I've only done, what, 10 barrels? 12 barrels in? Still, I got a plan. Let's update this. Let's go. Let's double down. Double down time. Let's go. So while we were making more money from just the fish, I mean, let's see if we, I don't know, refine our own oils and make our own products out of this. Maybe that's the key, right? So 70 grand, I can build my own refinery. And yeah, this is bound to work, right? I don't see how it can't. Where do we put in? Oil goes in that side, I believe. Over this side here. So let's put it this direction here. We're going to make sure we orient our buildings the correct way. And yeah, whatever makes it easier for me to get the oil into this place. I don't know what else we need to stick in here. Hopefully I don't have to put water or anything, because I don't really have a great solution for that yet. But yeah, so there we go. We now have our own refinery. Perfect. And then I don't even need to pay for fuel anymore, which is kind of handy, right? I'm going to actually refine my own fuel. All right, let's see. I don't know if this is worthwhile, but I'm willing to find out. Let's go. So we'll figure out a better solution for bringing the barrels in at some point. But I think for now, we'll just have to use the forklift. That's totally fine. Yeah. The forklift, it will work for moving everything in. It's just, yeah, not the fastest way, of course. Got a couple barrels in there. I'm going to go turn everything on and see if we can start making stuff. Now, the other issue I'm going to run into with this, of course, is that, well, this refinery is going to make us an absolute ton of different products, and I need to figure that out now. From bearing greases to lubricants to fuel, of course. Yeah, how much of that do I want all of that? Can I kind of change that up and maybe only make, you know, 1 or 2 things? I don't know. I don't know what's worthwhile, what's not still. So this is all going to be a learning process for us once again. Yeah, the oil process, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not really impressed so far. I think I might stick with fish. All right, I think we put enough on inside here to at least get us started. Let's take a look. I mean, look at all the different products. I'm turning them all on. I don't know. I really don't know. Do I want to make like LPG? Do I want to make propane? That seems like a bit much. I don't know if I can transport that, but I've activated absolutely everything. And why am I not getting any motor oil yet? I don't know. I have no idea. It feels like I should be able to get that. 96. Oh, there's more. Okay, there's less per cycles per month. I'm just saying, guys, this is a lot of things that I'm going to have to transport. Now, I'm assuming some of these are going to be coming fuel format and some will be in pallets, and I just don't know. I'm a little nervous about the LPG, to be honest with you. Maybe it's like the little guys that you use for like your camp stoves. Hopefully that's how it comes packaged so I can ship it off, because I don't want to buy a trailer specifically for that. So I really thought the fish would be like, this is the labor-intensive jobby job that I've got going on. And I was expecting like the oil to be like kind of easy, just kind of set it up, and every once in a while I'll have to go in and do some. I think the oil is going to be much worse. Much worse as far as labor involved in keeping that running. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if the profits are going to be there. So far, like the fish seem to be more profitable for me at least. I mean, we did have, oh boy, a little more time to set that up. We're only in the first month here of working our oil, but so far, to say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. It is really not doing it for me. Now, I've got 1 pump jack and a small refinery. I know. We can do a lot better than that. But so far, that's just not really pushing through the numbers I was hoping for. I don't know what I was expecting, but I mean, we sold, what, 8 pallets, 12 pallets for all of maybe $2,000-$3,000? That's ridiculous, where I could sell one of these totes was 8 grand. Like, it's not even a question right now, is it? Let me store all this back in here. Come on. Oh, sorry, fish. My bad. Good thing they just kind of push in there. Let me grab this guy here. Grab him. Come on, up. Oh, come on, really? There we go. This forklift gets so stuck up there. And then just give it a shove. Nice. Cool. All right, two more totes to go grab. All right, last big job for the day. I went and picked up a bunch more barrels. It looks like I'm gonna need some more fish food, I think, too, actually. I've only got the 4 grand, though. I'm probably gonna have to go sell some more fish. Like I said, I was hoping to be able to hold on to those until, well, the end of next year. But I can't see how I'm gonna make that work. So we'll sell off maybe a little bit of fish, buy some more fish food. We'll just play that game for now. I'm trying to hold on to as much as I can because, like I said, we'll make 15-20% more if I wait until, I think it's June or July is the best month to sell that stuff off. I have no idea with his oils yet. I haven't even looked, so we'll be storing that if we can. I might actually sell some of that just to see what it's worth, to be honest. I don't know. We'll have to play that one by ear. Oh, this is so rough. There we go. In we go. Cool. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for us here today, I think, on Backcountry 4X. I'm not sure the oil's going to work out. We're trying something. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Stay tuned for more. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. This is Klutch. Over and out.